Everyone seems to love those heavy hitter fragrances. I'm talking about beast mode and longevity and projection. If you're one of those people, then just keep watching this video. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So this video is actually a tag for my girl Spicy Looks. If y'all are not following her, then you definitely should be. If you like the type of fragrances that I like, then you definitely need to follow her because I feel like our tastes are pretty similar when it comes to fragrances. So thank you, Nisha, for tagging me. So I was actually planning on doing a video similar to this, but I was gonna do it in the winter. But I know you guys love these kinds of videos. And since Spicy Looks tagged me, I was like, let me do it now. So these fragrances are going to be the ones that last long, that are heavy, you can fill up a room. And as Spicy Looks calls them, they are the heavy hitters. So let's get into them. So first I'm gonna start with the OG. This fragrance has been around forever, but I can't deny it's definitely one of my most heavy hitter fragrances in my collection. This is from Mugler and this is Angel. So this is the Eau de Parfum version. I know it's not for everybody. I feel like a lot of people are either Angel girls or Alien girls. I'm definitely an Angel girl. This is heavy, patchouli, chocolatey, old school gourmand feel, but still works for today. And this is a beast. This is one that I have to be careful with. I can only wear it in the cold weather. I have to just really think about if I want to wear this because it definitely lasts all day. All of these fragrances last all day. I'll just go ahead and say all of them last pretty much 10 plus hours. So let's just get that out of the way. But like I said, this is very heavy. To me, it's a gorgeous scent. Also reminds me of my mother-in-law. So I don't wear it very often, but when I do, I always get that sweet reminder of her. And I love it. It's just something just very enveloping about Angel that they got it right and it's still right today. I think this fragrance has been out over 20 years. So yeah, definitely still stands the test of time, Angel. I might as well go ahead and get my other OG out of the way. This is from Tom Ford and it is Black Orchid. I feel like I talk about this so much, but it is indeed one of my favorite fragrances. This is the original, the Eau de Parfum. Again, this has patchouli and it's also chocolatey and has that truffle note in it. Very different, not for everybody, but definitely a stunner in my opinion. Yeah, this just smells so good. There's something so rich and mysterious about this. Every time I wear it, I get asked questions or somebody recognizes the fragrance. I always get compliments on it and it just fills up a room. So I typically, actually with all of these, I'll typically only do about 5 sprays, which is pretty much nothing for me. So just keep that in mind. These are all ones that will fill up a room, so you do not want to go overboard. And yeah, that is Black Orchid. The next fragrance that I have is from Maison Margiela. This is part of the Replica line, and this is By the Fireplace. Now this is actually an eau de toilette, but it does not perform like one. This is a really heavy, sweet, and woody fragrance. So to me, this smells like the Bath & Body Works candle, Marshmallow Fireside. Happens to be my favorite one from Bath & Body Works. This smells like the fragrance version of it. So you definitely get campfire vibes. It's woody, it's sweet, it's a little bit smoky. It is a lot. It can be quite cloying if you wear it in the heat. So I definitely save this for cold weather. But I have been known to wear it around the house in the air condition when I feel like cozying up. And it's just a banger. So if you have not smelled this, definitely smell it. Again, it's not going to be for everybody. Some people say it smells too realistic, like a campfire, and they don't want to smell like that. But for me, I love it. So that is By the Fireplace. The next fragrance that I have is from Mancera, and I feel like Mancera is really known for having heavy hitter fragrances. So this one is Instant Crush. You guys know this is also another favorite of mine. It has been compared to Baccarat Rouge, but to me, they're totally different scents, but they do have some similarities. So you get that sweet and spicy saffron in this. There's something like so kind of burnt sugar type about this as well. And then you definitely have something deeper in the background of this fragrance, almost like there's an incense vibe to it. Very, very good. Definitely one you should try. Very well priced and lasts all day. Fills up a room. I could not wear this without getting a compliment. So definitely check it out. It is Mancera Instant Crush. So those were the ones that I feel like I've talked about a lot that I kind of wanted to speed through. The rest of these I haven't talked about with you all as much, so I'll try to spend a little bit more time on them. But I have another one from Mancera, and this one is called Red Tobacco. Now this fragrance, I have to admit, I have not worn it a lot because it's so much. So it has to be like a special time and a special place for me to wear this. This is not one that I can just easy reach for because it can be a lot, especially for a woman, I believe. I think this is a unisex scent, but it's definitely one that I think leans a little bit more masculine, and it is super heavy. It can be a lot. So oh shoot. So you guys, I just had a major accident with this fragrance. Somehow my cap got messed up, and when I was screwing off the top, the whole thing came off like this and spilled out on me. So I don't know what happened to my cap. I gotta figure out how to fix that so I can actually wear this. But luckily I have on my pajama pants because this is the kind of fragrance that if you get it on yourself, you will not get rid of it. So I'll tell you all about it real quick, and then I gotta go wash my hands, change my clothes, and we'll be back to talk about the rest of them. But this one is a tobacco scent. It's quite woody. It's on my fingers. It's quite woody, quite like smoky and deep and dark, and it's a lot. It also feels like there is some chocolatey notes to it, but it's definitely not a gourmand. But when you smell the tobacco and the wood, it smells like there's some chocolate somewhere in there. It's that type of smell, even though I'm pretty sure chocolate is not a note. So it is very beautiful, but it's quite a lot. So I would definitely only wear this in the winter. Cold days only. Do not ever try to reach for this in the summer. Never. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even if you're a man watching this, don't do it. It's too much. It is very heavy. So this one I'm very careful with. I usually will only spray a couple of sprays. Definitely no more than 5 on this one for sure. This is not even one that I typically will spray my clothes with because I never want it to become overwhelming for me. So yeah, that is Mancera Red Tobacco. Now, let me go wash up and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. I'm all cleaned up. And the next fragrance I want to share with you is from Montale, and this is Honey Oud. So this is a honey and oud scent, as the name would suggest. It actually smells like there's some tobacco in this. I'm not sure if tobacco is a note, but to me it smells like a sweet tobacco with honey, like a dripping honey. Very, very nice fragrance. This one it's a heavy hitter just like all of these, but this is one that I feel like I can wear in the fall. It's not so dark that I feel like I can't wear it right now. So I could wear it now. I wouldn't wear it out on a hot day because the honey could be cloying, but I could definitely wear it at night or on colder days. It's beautiful. This is not talked about very much. I actually learned about this fragrance from Spicy Looks. So how perfect is it that I'm sharing in this video, because it is definitely a heavy hitter and I love it. I got it last winter, but I have to be honest, I have not worn it that much because it is a heavier scent. So, you know, I don't have that many cold days, but it is one that I'm looking forward to wearing this fall winter. So that is Honey Oud or Honey Aoud. Now the next fragrance that I have is definitely going to be a surprise to a lot of you all, and it was honestly a surprise to me. This is none other than Fenty Eau de Parfum. Now I say this will be a surprise to a lot of you all because I have heard so many mixed reviews about the performance of this fragrance. So many people have said this is light, that they don't smell it, and I don't know if maybe something is in this that makes people go anosmic to it. But I wore this to work, it's probably a few weeks ago. I actually posted about it on my Instagram. And I went a little overboard on my sprays. When I say overboard, I sprayed it like I would spray like any moderate performing fragrance. So let's say 10 times. It was way too much. Way way too much. So now this is in my heavy hitter category. This is one that I'm not gonna spray more than like 5 to 8 times. Now, out of all the ones that I mentioned, this is probably the least heavy hitter, but it's still a heavy hitter, and I definitely wanted to recommend it because I know so many people that say the complete opposite, but I don't know. I don't really know why this works so well on me, but it does. So this is a like rose, and I don't know if geranium is in this, but there are some other florals in this. There are some fruits in this, but I honestly don't smell a lot of fruits. To me, this is more like a herbal rose, almost smells like a rose oud combo, even though oud is not a note in this. It definitely reminds me of those rose oud combos, but not deep, dark, and heavy. It's more so floral with those herbal touches to it. Now, this fragrance is not for everybody, but I happen to really enjoy it. So I would advise you guys that if you're interested in the Fenty Eau de Parfum, I think it's currently sold out, but when it comes back, maybe try to get a sample, because sometimes even though something gets bad reviews doesn't mean it's a bad fragrance. So try it for yourself. Sometimes I think fragrances get bad reviews because of the hype around them. When something is too hyped up, then a lot of people don't like it. So, you know, try it for yourself, because for me, this does a lot, like a lot. See how much I've used? Not that much. And I will tell you, when I sprayed it on myself that day, I got a lot of compliments, but I personally was like, oh my gosh, I want to go home and take a shower, because it was so much all day long, literally all day long. So yeah, that is Fenty Eau de Parfum. The next fragrance that I have is another one from Tom Ford, and this is Effing Fabulous. This fragrance is also a different fragrance. Not for everybody, but it is definitely beast. I could not spray too much of this on. I don't know if it's just my skin. I don't know, but I always get compliments on it. Everybody smells it on me, even though I will only spray like 5 sprays of this on myself. So this is a little bit powdery. It's a little bit leathery. It's also a tad bit sweet, but not really. It's more like sweet powdery. I don't know if there's almond or heliotrope in this, but it kind of gives me that almond type sweetness, but this is not a sweet fragrance. Don't be confused. When I say there's a little bit of sweetness to it, I mean a little bit. It's not a sweet fragrance. And there's also a little bit of greenness to this fragrance, and I think because of that, a lot of women may be turned off by this one, but this is one you definitely need to spray on your skin to see if you like it. Whenever I tested this in store, like just spraying on the paper, I never liked it. But I will tell you, every single time I wear this, I get compliments. So people like it on me. I like it when I spray it on myself, but this is not one that I immediately fell in love with in the stores, because I wasn't spraying it on my skin, and on paper it smells completely different in my opinion. But definitely check it out, especially if you like Tom Ford fragrances. Definitely check this one out. Spray it on your skin and see if it works for you. But it's one that people do notice and people do love. So that is Effing Fabulous. All right, and this last fragrance is one that I cannot wait to get some more wear out of. This is from Dior, and this is Tobacolor. Now, I will say Dior, especially the Privé line, is not known for heavy hitting fragrances, but this is an exception. This lasts all freaking day on me. And I know all of these last like 10 plus hours. This is one that lasts like 12 plus hours, and I can smell it the entire time. So this is a super sweet tobacco scent. It smells like a honey tobacco. It smells spicy and a little woody, but not too much. So I definitely think a woman can pull this off. Of course, when you think about tobacco scents, most people think about male fragrances, but I definitely think because of the syrupy sweetness in this, that a woman could pull this off just as well as a man. I love wearing this one. It's just something so addictive in nature about this one. So if you have been thinking about Tobacolor, try to get a sample because it is amazing. And I can't wait to wear it when it cools down a little bit more here. I mean, I guess technically I could wear it now on nights out, but I've been saving it for cooler weather. So yeah, that is Dior Tobacolor. So those were my heavy hitter fragrances from my collection. Again, thank you to Spicy Looks for tagging me on this. I really enjoyed doing the video. Make sure y'all check out her channel if you're not already subscribed. I will link her channel and her specific video down below for you guys to check out. If you guys have any of these fragrances, let us know in the comments what you think of them. What other fragrance can you name that is your like #1 heavy hitter? Let us know that in the comments down below, because I know people love these types of heavy projection, long lasting fragrances. And I get it. It's not my favorite type of fragrance personally, but I get why people love these fragrances. I kind of have to be in the mood to wear heavy hitter fragrances if I'm being completely honest. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also make sure you are subscribed and follow me over on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.